last night I was pulling cards because I was too exhausted to channel. Like there would have been interference or something. So I pulled some cards asking Mikhaylel, just tell me what I need to know or whatever. The first few cards were nice, but then the last two cards, which I do I read 2 by 2 cards, so 2, 2, 2, 2, 2. Okay, so the last two said, the last two cards were a 3 of Swords and the 8 of Swords. Oh yeah, I was asking about his feelings towards me. There was a 3 of Swords and 8 of Swords, and if you go look at those pictures, those are not nice cards. They're not. And something about breaking heart, and then stuck, like binded, like your heartbreak is keeping you stuck, or I'm going to break your heart and maybe unstuck you, or you know what I'm trying to say? Like it's the only thing I have to break your heart, or I have to break your heart and your mind, basically. Your heart and your mind, there's like problems there or some shit. And oh my God, this is so crazy. What's really crazy, holy shit. I had a vision a few days ago. Oh my God, I cannot believe I didn't put it together. Michael, showed me, well, first, this is all gonna sound extremely crazy, but I really don't care if anyone believes me or not. I'm just telling you what I've been shown, and these are not my own thoughts. These thoughts I've never thought of in my life, and they just came into my head. I had my mouth open, and there was this 2-headed snake that was like coming out of my mouth. And Michael took his sword and cut off its head. Okay? Oh, and let me rewind. Actually, a month ago or so, when I first started dealing with Mikhaylel, he didn't show me this, but this is when I was communicating with him. I had a vision by myself of cutting a spider in half. And I also had a vision of cutting a snake also, its head off. It was like we were fighting, and I cut this head off a snake. And then this other snake came up after it, and it was like a cobra type looking snake. And it bowed to me, and then it turned around and slithered away. And I was like, what the F was that? And then that spider vision came after that. And then a few days ago, I had my mouth open, and Michael told me to keep my mouth open. I was like, okay. And that's when I saw this freaking snake coming out of my mouth with 2 heads. And he took a sword and he cut off the 2-headed snake's head. And then it gets even crazier. Then they showed me, all the archangels flew into my mouth. All of them, including myself, Archangel Faith, flew into my body. And they were going, oh wait, no, they couldn't have gone through my mouth because they were coming from the bottom. So it must have somehow went in through one of the chakras, because they're portals, right? Okay, so they went up from the solar plexus, root chakra area, and then they came up to my heart. And there was a 3-headed dragon. I don't know why these things all have more than one head. It's creepy. So, hold on, baby girl. So then this big-ass dragon comes out, and it's got 3 heads. All the archangels were fighting this freaking thing. And then he's like, Gretchen, or Bianca, Sophia, shine your light onto your heart. Like, think of green. Shine green light on. Think of green light at your heart's center. So I did that, and the light started off small and it expanded so big that it was like bright. Like it was the light was actually coming out of my whole entire body. It was humongous, and then they were able to kill this dragon, this 3-headed dragon, and then they showed me children, babies in there, which is, I was like, what the hell is this? Like little babies, newborn babies, really young babies. Michael had a baby in his arms. And I don't remember if there was more than one baby or there was just one. I just remember seeing a baby and stuff. I don't know if all the archangels had a baby. I don't remember. It was a little overwhelming, and I just was like, what the hell is going on right now? And then after that dragon they destroyed or whatever, they went up to my throat chakra. And this is probably why my throat's messed up, as well as my twins. They all like attachments there and shit. Hold on, I'm lighting a cigarette up. Oh shit. Ah. Hold on. When they got to my throat, I saw a bunch of snakes, like tons and tons of snakes, all in a ball. Like, it was really gross. And just like tons and tons of snakes, all like up against, like it's like there was like a wall, like you have your throat, right? It's like they're packed in there. It's disgusting. And they started just all the archangels were using their swords to cut through this. And then I heard like, Sophia, a little help. It's like, it said, shine your light on your throat. And it was a blue light, because that's your throat chakra. And I, as soon as I did it, all the snakes just disappeared. And actually, Michael looked back at me with this look of shock, like, holy shit. Like, he was like surprised that I was able to get rid of him that quickly and with that, you know what I mean? So I don't know what the hell is the deal with all these snakes and these spiders and now I have them like coming up to me and like little versions of them, right? Like spiders and bugs and all these like reptiles, and I've seen tons of real snakes too, and like all the snake visions. And it's like you have the good snakes and then you have the not so good snakes, right? You got the good reptiles and the bad reptiles. But at the highest level, none of them are good or bad. But the unfortunate thing is we've manifested this. We've manifested it into a physical reality, so now we have to take back the power, So it's like when the archangels are like down here, like it's like they take on the human traits, like they can feel what we feel. They can. But I'm not leaving, Bella. I'm coming back. Go. Let me pause this for 1 minute because I need to tell you what I just seen. Okay, so to my meditation that just happened now. And that Three of Swords thing was really interesting. It was like the Three of Swords, like it shows three blades inside in a heart. And then remember, this dragon that was in my heart, was at my heart. It was like guarding it or something. Like the evil, it was a three-headed dragon that was there, and we had to fight that at the heart. Like it's just really weird how I get the Three of Swords now. Three swords inside, like stabbing this heart. And then he also showed me a vision before that, and probably I'm understanding it more now, is when he took a sword and he literally just stabbed me in the heart. And I was like, what the hell? That was not very nice. It wasn't understanding until later on when he's, they're, it's like Ant-Man. Like they went down to Ant-Man size. It went inside. And this just turned, I'm telling you, all of this is just crazy to me. This is just crazy. So. And what I also find interesting is this, I don't know if anyone's ever watched Tarot by Janine. She does tarot, and she actually talked about how the Avengers in the Marvel, that whole franchise was taken over by the light, like a while ago. Like they've been in charge trying to let people know the truth about what's going on around here, the super soldiers and all this. And okay, so this is really interesting to me because what I just saw in my meditation was really just... really, I can't even believe it, but I can at the same time because of, bless you, Bella, bless you. Remember, hold on. So, sorry about that. My daughter, her allergies are acting up. Or, she's just allergic to this planet like the rest of us. So I was meditating and I've been feeling just uncomfortable lately, right? And no one's going to believe what I'm saying right now, but Michael's saying they'll believe you. Some of them will believe you. And eventually they're all going to believe you. So I'm just going to say it. So I was meditating and then, say it, shit. I saw a flashback or something that happened when I was in a room. And Mikhaylel, him, he was punching me in the face, like over and over until it was bloody. Then, and that's, I had seen stuff like this before, and it just really bothered me, and I thought it was like, I know how you're implanted with fake memories sometimes so you don't dig into the truth, you know? And some of that shit I am supposed to ignore, but this other stuff, I'm supposed to see for a reason. So I never like paid attention long enough to see what else was there. I was kind of too scared, you know? But this, after he punched me, I stand up and I was beating the F out of him. Like I was punching, I was really, really strong, you guys, like unbelievable strength. And I was just punching him over and over, boom, 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 boom. But see, here's the thing. this next part. Okay, so this next part, we had swords and we were like sword fighting, I guess. I don't even know what to call it. Like really battling. I was really good with the sword. I don't know, I was able to cut his clothes off or something, and then I cut off his, you know what. And that's the point. He lifted me up by my neck and threw me up against the wall. He was holding me by my throat at the wall. And at that point, I was like, I wasn't even worried about that. I was worried about what happened to him. Like, what the F is going on? But this is where it gets really interesting. He didn't feel any pain. He doesn't feel like, yeah, he'll get all bloody for a second, but then he immediately heals, right? He's like, that didn't hurt him at all. When I cut him off, his thing off, and it landed on the floor, it just grew back. See, it doesn't have, this sounds crazy. This is crazy. But like, where else would this come from? You know what I mean? Who else would come? Like, this shit is crazy. So then, I'm trying to think what else they showed me, because I kind of like was like, this is really interesting, but it's really like kind of freaking me out at the same time. You know what I mean? But it was basically him training me. And I was thinking back at that freaking movie, what is it, with James McAvoy and Angelina Jolie, right? Where they're assassins, right? And they to build them up and to get them strong, just like they do in this, you know what, this stuff I've been talking about lately. You know exactly what I'm talking about. This is what they do in those programs. This is what they do. This is how they turn you into this super soldier or whatever. So then, this is another weird thing. They kept showing me with dark hair and then blonde hair, dark hair and then blonde hair. And then they're like, why do you think you dyed your hair blonde? And I was like, what the F is going, this is crazy. This is crazy. And he's like, are you catching on yet? And I was like, I think so. It's just too much. It's too much. And if you're not catching on, then maybe go look up female assassin that has, you know, dark hair and then blonde hair, and she's a kick-ass, tough super soldier, and she's the only female in the group. And now I'm killing spiders and shit. I have spiders coming up to me, right? And I keep seeing spiders, and then this freaking AI box that I saw in my room. That's an AI box, but like that's actually used to control humanity, and especially the super soldiers. They probably have, I think the 144 have the red boxes, and like humanity has the black boxes. I think that's the difference, but red and black. Don't ask me how this all works. I mean, I don't even want to say what he wants me to tell you, because I just don't. People are not. I can't say that yet. But I think they can put it together. So I mean, that would make Archangel Mikhaylel what, right? That's crazy to me. That's just, I don't get it. But then he says, he goes, think about the name, Gretchen. Think about the program. Think about the program's name. What letter does it start with? I'm like, well, that's up for mind control. He goes, is it though? He goes, there's an M and there's a K. I don't know. This is just all crazy to me. And for those that don't know, my fake last name or my real last name, I don't even know anymore, is Kaufman with a K. So, yeah. And I'm supposedly married to this being in the higher realms. So it's like, yeah. I just can't, I can't do this. I can't do this. It's too weird. People are not going to even, they're like going to be totally turned off by this. Oh my God. Or maybe it's just me. I'm turned off by this because it's like, how is this real life right now? I'm freaking out, you guys. And people don't call the authorities like, oh, this girl's crazy, because it's not like that. Please don't do that. God, what did I do? See? He's like, no one's going to do that to you. I'll make sure of it.